Also Shiwase as well. And from the previous matches, I think Fallon also had a really, really good show up.
For sure. Okay. Looks like we're just about to begin here. Just final preparations.
It always takes us a little bit of time to get into these warm-ups. You know, they have to make sure that, you know, you pick the right one. You pick the one that you really want to play. Whether it's song, whether it's map, pick your favorite. Or maybe don't pick your favorite. You could just pick a meme if you really want to at the end of the day.
I'd say it's important to just have a bit of fun. I think it's worth mentioning though, this is actually Hungary's first time they've played in the OWC since 2012. So it's been quite a while.
Yeah, since OWC 2, actually.
That is quite a long time. Either way, without wasting too much time, we're straight into the map. Once again, a best of 9, although we're just in the warm-ups at the moment. A couple of players opting for mods though in the warm-up.
Yeah, probably wanting to get that hard rock training out the way and done with pretty much. You know, you just want to make sure that you can read AR10 for some of the hard rock picks coming out, especially if you're opting for that on some of the free mods as well.
Now this is quite a tricky map actually. Really fun one though. I enjoy it.
Yeah, seeing this map with Scorpio 2 is going to be quite a nightmare though. These sliders are really, really tricky.
You can see plenty of the players having trouble holding combo.
But yeah, as we get into this hard part of this map, we see misses coming out all over the place. So far, Red Pixel actually having a really, really good time on this map. Same with Okino Tori.
Although not with accuracy. But that's to be expected. Very complicated map.
Yeah, not only that, but as I mentioned, the Scorpio 2, these sliders are going to be brutal. Having to get accuracy on those, you're just not going to have a good time. I mean, you're going to have a good time playing the map, but just not getting accuracy or combo even.
Red Pixel breaking a slider, but still with no misses. Really impressive play.
Yeah, pulling out that S.
So how do you reckon this game's going to go?
It's really hard to tell, because we don't really know that much about Hungary's roster, but Russian Federation have 4 returning players from the previous year. And from what I've seen, they do have a very solid lineup. They are the high-seeded team, and Hungary, on the other hand, is actually the no-seed team. So they're coming in as the underdogs right now, but it's definitely looking like it's going to go in Russia's favor, for sure. Although, we could see Hungary take a few points from Russia. We may even see some sort of upset, if anything. So it's really hard to tell, but what are your predictions for this matchbox?
I honestly do think Russia have the upper hand here. A lot more tournament experience, a lot more experienced roster. Although, you can never tell with up-and-coming teams that you haven't really seen before. They can, you know, be somewhat unexpected. But I do think Russia might have quite a high chance of winning this one.
Yeah, I mean, despite teams being no-seed, or low-seed even, regardless, rank doesn't always influence how you perform in tournaments. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you can go based on rank, and most of these teams, I mean, it's hard to say. The rank doesn't really matter in this situation. At the end of the day, it's just based on the consistency, the combo, and the accuracy. The rank is just one of those things that you see, which, you know, shows an achievement of a player.
And of course, there's always the skill of holding, you know, your cool during the tournament situation. A lot of players get nervous and make a lot of mistakes that they otherwise wouldn't make. See it all the time.
I was going to say, we see that from quite a lot of the top players. There are some top players who may be, you know, in the top 1,000 who might not even be able to compete against someone who might be, you know, ranked 5k, for example. Just because of the nerves difference, or maybe just the consistency as well.
Either way, it looks like we're getting to the end of this warm-up.
Yeah, following the absolute madman, opting for the hard rock on that though. But yeah, Red Pixel coming in with a really, really solid performance, as well as Okino Tori. Emu
Yeah.
as well, very, very high combo.
Actually, quite
Combos.
decent plays all across the board there.
Yeah, Jugment as well. I'm seeing a
Still,
lot of
though,
accuracies around 94 to 96.
the hard rock play, that was just insanity. Oh, it looks like we just had our rolls. Hungary rolling 27. Sorry, Hungary rolling 32. And Russia rolling 27, which means that Russia will be the first team to ban.
Yeah, I have to wonder what they're going to opt for bans here. What are your expectations?
Honestly, oh, there we go. They also opted to ban the 8AR hidden pick, also banned in the previous match we streamed just before. I feel like that's going to be a fairly common ban throughout this entire weekend. It's a very difficult map for a lot of players, especially those who are fairly new to the game. So that doesn't surprise me too much.
Yeah, a lot of modern players are definitely going to have a lot of trouble with the 7th expansion map.
And then, of course, it's up to Hungary to choose their ban map. Crazy J. And now we're straight into the first pick, which is Hungary's pick. And they want the not banned hidden map. That is Ginga Tetsudo. A fairly straightforward map, but it can still be quite difficult to play, as most hidden maps typically are. Looks like we're just getting ready to start here. With the beginning lineups as seen. Verdo, Emu, Kasaba, Lexion all on the Hungary team, and Fallen, Axe, Red Pixel, and Aiden on the Russian team. Looks like we're just waiting for the players to ready up. And here we go, straight into it. So this is Hungary's pick. So you need to hope that they will be, or at least had some practice with it. So early into the map, most players actually dropping a bit of accuracy. In fact, all players. But of course, still very early into the map, could go either way. So still all the players are holding their full combo. We're about a third through the map. Oh, except Kasaba misses right there. That's going to give Russia a bit of an advantage, although it's still very early in the map. It could go either way. This was Hungary's pick, however, so they need to hope that they can pull through and win this one. Oh, and another miss on the Hungary team by Verdo. That's going to really hurt Hungary. Oh, but Red Pixel and Aiden also both missing. That's going to put it 2 full combos on each side. So just past the halfway mark, and it looks like Russia is still ahead, although it could go either way. So with both teams still holding a full combo, it looks like Russia might be taking this victory. Another miss by Verdo. So just the final part of the map. And there we go, we see that Russia does take the first point. Oh wait, or did Hungary bring it back right at the end? No, it's a point to Russia. So it's now up to Russia to pick, and they're a point ahead, which does put a bit of pressure on the Hungary team. They do need to try to beat Russia on one of their own picks. And there we go, Russia pick Vulture. This is a double time pick, fairly simple patterns, quite a short map as well. Although there's a lot of sort of squares and that sort of thing in it, so it'll be interesting to see how both teams go on this. And it looks like 2 players are actually subbed out. Both Axe and Kasaba are both out, with Shiawase and Judgment both joining the match. here we go. We're just about to go into the song now. And here we go, straight into it. Once again, this is the Russia's pick. Although fallen with a very early miss. Although since it's such a short map, that could hurt Russia a fair bit, especially if Hungary had practiced this map. Still all other players holding their combo all through that stream. It seems though Russia is still holding the lead slightly thanks to accuracy. A couple of the Hungary players having a bit of trouble accuracy-wise. We're getting to the final part of the song. Very short map. And it looks like Russia is still holding the score advantage thanks to their accuracy. And it looks like we have another commentator coming in. We got Doomsday here now.
There we go. Hello, what's going on, man?
Hello. Oh, you know, not too much. Oh, Verdo with a miss. And that's going to definitely throw the win across the Russian team at this rate. Yep. Looks like Russia are now up 2-0.
Yeah, the accuracy bonus really from the Russians on this one. It's such a hard map to accuracy and showing their ability really.
Yeah, plenty of the players with really nice accuracies, especially Red Pixel and Aiden, both with only 2 100s. Quite impressive.
The lowest accuracy on there, 98.7. That is really solid.
Yeah. So now it's back to Hungary to pick the third song of the match. It's going to be a lot of pressure on them to pick the right map. I mean, they are down 2 points. It's quite a difficult position to be in. Oh, but they took no time to pick balls.
Something quite interesting about the Russian fall they're having right now. A couple of names that haven't been too prominent in recent years. Kino Tori and Aiden, certainly the new names to me. I know he's done well in this match so far. He's already staking his claim. See if Oki can pull it off as well.
For sure. Although, in saying that, I think it's also important to give your new players a chance to, especially in the group stage, get them used to the pressure. So if you get to the later stages of the tournament, they're not feeling as nervous. Can definitely assist with their performance. Very early into the match, and we can just see the score jumping back and forth between the two teams, as expected.
Yes, it's really early on. A map like this is going to come down to the odd miss from either team. As it gets on and people start, feeling the nerves a little bit, getting a bit shaky.
Especially towards the end where the map does ramp up a bit. Oh, actually, Oki with a very early miss there. That's not good for the Russian team.
Just don't see a massive amount, though, on maps like this.
No, not at all. I mean, you can see the accuracy. We've got 4 double S's still, and everyone else, huge accuracy. Like, no one's dropped below 99. Just approaching about the halfway point now, and still no one else has dropped a combo, and still 4 players holding their double S's. We might actually see a
See, actually, because when it hits that ending, and you're on an SS, holding your nerve is so tricky.
Yeah,
it's out.
You could almost say it's harder like that, or rather you have a high chance of missing like that. But it looks like both of the Hungary members with double S's dropped them, and now we only have the 2 double S's on the Russian team, Fallen and Red Pixel.
The accuracy is across the board, really excellent. It's just Misaba there with a 98, everyone else solid 99%.
Yeah, although despite that slightly lower accuracy, they do have the score advantage due to the unfortunate miss on Russia's side earlier on.
The tricky ending has bitten Hungary here. That's such a shame. They were ahead the entire match.
Yeah, and then just a couple of unfortunate misses. Art Judgment also with a miss right at the end. But geez, 2 double S's on Russia's side, both Fallen and Red Pixel. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, on such a long map as well. The consistency is strong with those two, the 2 veterans of the Russian team.
Well, it was a Russian pick, so I'm going to assume they did practice that map a fair bit. Even Oki, although he did miss and slider break, he had no 100s. So it could have been 3 double S's there.
So maybe just some opening nerves because it was right at the start, and after that, Oki Notori just holding really well.
So now it's back to Hungary for their pick. And they've picked Judge. Cutter. This is a free mod pick, so quite an old sort of styled map, so it's going to be interesting what people choose as their mods here.
I think this is probably one of the, well, probably the hardest out of the free mod maps. It's just full of really awkward aim patterns. Quite a few streams in it as well, so whether people go hidden or hard rock is pretty important on this. Some of those patterns are quite nasty on the hidden.
Or even both mods if they're feeling a bit risky.
Yeah, fair true. I mean, this is the kind of map where hidden hard rock may suit a lot of these players. Certainly expect Hungary to be playing it a bit safe, taking a double mod. Maybe you'll see maybe 3 mods from the Russians on this one.
Well, it is the Russian pick, so you'd hope they know what they're doing. I'm sure they've got plenty of practice.
I mean, some of those free mods, you may be tempted to take more mods on, but on a map like this, quite risky considering it's a bit of a wild card. I wouldn't be surprised to see some more though. Seeing Hasawa Kraners coming in on the Russian side. The captain Verto on the Hungarian side stepping in for this one.
Yep, looks like they want to make sure they can do their best on this. I'm sure they're picking the players who have had a bit of practice with this map. And it looks like we're going straight in. We've got a hard rock by Verto and hidden with Lexion versus Folon using hard rock and Hasawa using hard rock as well. Oh, and Shiawase with hard rock as well. I'm sorry. So that's 3 hard rocks on the Russian side, a hard rock and a hidden on the Hungary side.
Yep, just the one hidden. People opt in to avoid the reading aspect and just go for the mechanical side. It probably suits Russia, to be fair. They have the players for it. I'm curious to see how Verto does on the hard rock, though.
Yeah, I guess it's probably what he's been practicing, so see if he can pull through. It's quite interesting that they didn't try to match the mods of the Russian team, though. It does put them at a bit of a risk if Russia can full combo with all their players.
Added risk on to the Hungarian side, though, if they could match them on something like this, but hoping for the misses. And at the end of this, lots of nasty sections there as well.
Ooh, Fallen with an early miss there. That is definitely going to hurt the Russian team, although they still have the mod advantage. So if the Hungarian team do miss anywhere, you know, Russia still have a chance.
Bit of deja vu from the last map here. Similar sort of standing in the early stages.
That is true. They might fall apart right at the end again.
They see what's going on now. They know they have a nice little lead at that break.
Still only halfway through the map though. Plenty of time for it to change around.
At the moment, really, the accuracies on the Russian side aren't really allowing them to make use of the score bonus, really. They're matching no mods with their accuracy.
That is true, although you can see all the players who are using hard rock are having a bit of trouble. Although we do have a miss by Verto there. That might actually throw it back to the Russian side. Slowly. Oh, Lexion with a miss as well. That's definitely going to hurt the Hungarian team. 3 full combos to 2.
Lower part as well, just as they take the lead, allowing them to gain a relatively free score before we hit that harder ending section.
Red Pixel holding a double S once again.
Accuracy, man. Red Pixel
That's
on
it.
form.
Knows what he's doing. Ooh, another miss by Verdo. Not long left in the map anymore.
There's the two nomads having to hold the line for Hungary. Two of the FCs on the Russian side are hard rock though.
Really quite impressive. And then Red Pixel still holding his double S. Oh, Shiawase missing right near the end though, but that shouldn't really hurt Russia too much. They have a very comfortable lead still. About 500,000 points. Quite a clean win. Putting Russia at 4 points to 0.
Good day at the office so far for the Russian side. And again, Hungary were ahead, and they saw at that break. They were ahead by 1 FC. Just couldn't hold their nerve. Solid 2 full combos there for Hungary, though. The 2 nomads on Jugment and Emulate. But solid full combos from Red Pixel and Hawasawa. Red Pixel, man. He's having a really good game so far.
Yep, another double S. He's definitely turned up to play. Although it is, once again, Hungary's pick, they're going to really need to think this pick through. I mean, they haven't taken a point yet, so, you know, it's not easy to win the next 5 straight, but it has happened.
Crazier things have happened. What I'm curious about for this Hungary team is if they can get the mental state together. Losing 2 maps after being ahead, gotta hurt, but they have an opportunity.
But it does show them, show the team rather, that they could possibly win maps. They just need to, you know, keep the nerves down. Oh, dance number. This is really quite a tricky map. Quite an alternate heavy map, I suppose.
Yeah, straight alternation, no mod pick, long map as well.
I guess Hungary is hoping that Russia perhaps trip up on a couple of bits of this map. It's definitely a possibility. Definitely one of the harder maps in the pool.
Definitely brave though. I would have figured the harder maps would definitely suit the Russians, especially because this one's so long as well. There's going to be that element of holding the nerve again for the Hungary side. But
that is true. Well, I guess maybe they just practice this map a lot. It is possible.
Oh, yeah, certainly might suit them. Their wild card they've held until the end.
Well, it looks like Red Pixel has actually left. Happy enough with his performance. Brought in Talala instead.
Another really strong Russian player that's been here for quite a long time. Stepping in for Red Pixel. Kind of surprised to see him step out, to be honest, but must trust Talala's ability. I don't blame him.
And I suppose he's got his 2 double S's. He's happy enough.
Yeah. Can't be complaining with that. Looks like Hungary sticking with a similar lineup for this one though.
Looks like we're just getting ready to start here. A lot of pressure here on Hungary.
Go then, yeah, a lot rides on this point. They need a result, or they're in some serious trouble in terms of progressing in their group.
Looks like Verdo having a bit of trouble with accuracy right at the start. Again, though, a very long map. Going to be tricky for both teams. Looks like no trouble on either team holding combos so far. About a quarter through the map.
So far, so good for them. Accuracy is putting Russia in the head by quite a bit, but as long as they're holding the combos, Hungary's always going to be within striking distance, really.
For sure, all it takes is just one quick slip up by Russia and... Oh, but Verdo with a miss. That's going to just chuck Russia further ahead.
Yeah, completely bombed a little space stream section.
Although again, still plenty of time in the map for either team to, you know, take the lead.
That's rough. Reaching the halfway point, and it's already looking not good for Hungary right now. They see at the break as well.
Absolutely, 4 full combos to 1. Emu just holding on that little bit of hope. Just hoping that all of Russia miss, but I don't think it's too likely.
Has the joint best accuracy so far as well with Talala. Well, was. Now he does have the best accuracy in the room.
Quite comfortably too. So, bit of a difficult part coming up here. Might see a couple of misses. Emu really holding fantastic accuracy though. Quite far above everyone else.
Doing everything he can, but he's still up against.
Yep, still no combo drops from Russia. And just getting into the last bit of the map, I don't think Hungary's going to be able to come back here.
And they've managed to bring the combos back after the breaks, but against 4 FCs, there's just nothing you can do. Approaching the ending here, and it's looking like there's a really strong performance by Russia to block any sort of comeback here.
They definitely want the win, and they know they're going to get it. Although again, Emu still holding absolutely phenomenal accuracy, 99.72. Oh, Aiden with a miss right near the end there. Unfortunate, but Rush is still holding 3 full combos. So it's not going to change the result too much.
And no FC streak for them, but a pretty massive win. It's over 1 million points this. The win's going to Russia with 3 full combos. It was a slider break from Aiden in the end.
Oh, that hurts. And then Emu, though, with 99.63, tried his best, but unfortunately it was not enough. And that means Russia wins that match 5-0.
Big win, strong performance. A couple maps there where Hungary were definitely competitive. They had the lead a few times, but they couldn't make it count. And, well, the result, kind of unfortunate, but definitely closer than what that scoreline suggests, I think, on a few of those maps. So yeah, that one is wrapped up, and I believe that we're on a bit of a break now for a few hours. That was the last match of this block, and we're going to be returning in about 2 hours and 10 minutes for the next set of matches on day 1 of the OWC 2017 group stages.
Definitely been an exciting day so far. Plenty of matches, and still plenty to go.
Been some really crazy